Hey everybody, welcome back to the build. It's early Monday morning, really exciting day guys. You guys voted, the second vote is in, and we are going with a Japanese import. Really exciting, it was close for quite a while. The European car was ahead for a bit early in the vote, but Japanese came around it and then stayed there for pretty much the entire run, and then kind of gained a little bit of traction at the end. I guess people waiting till Sunday to vote, but we are going with a Japanese import, which is really exciting. So what we're gonna do, the 6 cars that we're gonna vote on, these are the 6 most popular cars left in comments, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, stuff like that. The options for the cars are a Gen 1 NSX. That's going to be a 91 through 94 or 95 NSX. A Honda S2000. It's a cool little car. S2000 has been pretty popular. It's been thrown at me a few times. So is NSX. A Mach 4 Toyota Supra. This one has been really popular, guys. I expected it to be. So the Toyota Supra, it's in there. Mach 4, the 93 through 98. It's been a really popular one. And RX-7, the FD RX-7, FD3, that's going to be the 92 or 93 through 95 or 6. I can't remember the years on that one there. Again, very popular, and I figured that it would be. There's Subaru Impreza. So the Subaru Impreza, there's been a lot of years thrown at me. Guys, it's probably going to be somewhere either late 90s, like late 90s, 98, 99, or early 2000s. I'm not sure. The Bug-Eye and the Hawkeye are 2 of the popular ones that have been kind of thrown at me for what people want to see built. So if you're voting for one of those, definitely leave the description leave a comment in the descriptions on exactly what one that you want to see built. And the last one is a Skyline. Now it's going to be an R32 or an R33 Skyline, whichever I can find. It is not going to be an R34. Now we can build up an R32 to look like an R34. We can build up an R32 to run like an R34, but R34, from my research and what I've done, very hard to import into the United States. They're difficult to find. An R34 GTR, all-wheel drive, RB26, standard, you know, the whole thing. Very expensive, very hard to find. So if you're voting Skyline, keep that in mind. It is going to be an R32 or an R33 Skyline. So those are the 6 options: an NSX, an S2000, a Toyota Supra, an RX-7, a Subaru Impreza, and a Skyline, an R32 or an R33, not the R34. Now, what we are going to do, if I can't find, I'm going to take the top 2. So obviously the car that wins the vote, I'm going to try and go out and find that car and buy it. Because some of these cars are getting harder to find, and I might have to fly. I'm in Ontario. Some of these cars are in BC because they're closer. They're out west, so they're a lot closer to Japan than we are. Or they're in the States. I'm gonna have to fly somewhere to get these cars. In Ontario, in Southern Ontario, where I'm from, there's really not a lot of these cars for sale. I can pick up an S2000, no problem. I can pick up an RX-7 and FD, no problem. A Toyota Supra, they're pretty hard to find here. Skyline, they're not the easiest to find here. An NSX, definitely not easy to find here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the second one, and it's going to be a backup. If you guys vote on, let's say, an R33, and that's the winning car, an R32 or an R33 Skyline, and I'm looking and looking and looking, and I can't find one reasonably quick, I'm going to take the second car on the list, the car that came in second, and I'm going to buy that one. Now the reason for that is when we first came up with the idea for the channel, guys, I I honestly wasn't expecting you guys going to be picking a mid-90s import. I thought that I was going to buy a new car and it'd be real easy. I just drive over to the local dealership, pick up a new Subaru, and call it a day. The fact that that's not what you guys wanted like, you know, one of these mid-90s kind of cult cars, it is a little bit more difficult to find. So I have had to change that a little bit. If you guys pick something, the first place is something that I can't find reasonably quick, I'm going to go to the second choice and I'm going to buy that one, because one of the two I'm going to be able to find reasonably quick. The second thing I'd like you guys to leave a comment down below is whether or not you're okay with right-hand drive and whether or not you guys want an automatic or a manual. Now, I'm assuming you guys are going to pick manual. Most of you car guys are leaving messages. I'm thinking manual is the way to go. But in saying that, if I get a lot of comments saying you guys would like an automatic, I'm going to have to put up a vote for standard or automatic. If all of your comments are all standards, you know what I mean, you all want a standard car, then I'm not going to put up a vote for that, because there's no point. We know that it's going standard. So leave a comment on what you want for that. And right-hand drive. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be right-hand drive. I'm not saying that it's going to be left-hand drive. I'm just saying that in the research that I've done, a lot of these cars that are in the West, out in BC, out in Seattle, out in the cars that I'm finding, a lot of them are right-hand drive because they are imported from Japan. So let me know your thoughts on how you feel about the right-hand drive. Again, if I get a whole lot of people saying that they're not very comfortable with a right-hand drive car, or that you don't want a right-hand drive car, that's also going to affect what car I buy as far as the first or the second. So an R32, R33 Skyline, if that wins the vote, the majority of those that I found, just about every single one of them that I found, is right-hand drive. So if you guys don't want right-hand drive, and you know, you guys voted on a Skyline and an RX-7 is second place, we're probably gonna end up buying an RX-7 because I can find those left-hand drive. So really exciting, guys. I'm hoping to have this car bought like by May 24. I really want to get it bought, start stripping it down, start making videos on the teardown and working on the car. I do apologize, guys, for the uploads kind of slowing down. I have been a little bit under the weather, and I thought that this week with the vote up would be a good week to kind of take off and get myself back to feeling okay. So but once the car comes, we are definitely going to be putting up videos every day, working on the car, what we're doing on the car. There's going to be tons of votes on what you guys want as far as interior, stuff like that. Really excited. I didn't see it coming when I first started the channel. I honestly thought you guys would all just want a new car. So the fact that we're looking now for a Supra or a Skyline or an NSX or one of those kind of cars, really cool, guys. You know, leave the comments down below on if you're happy with those cars. Those are the most popular cars. So for you guys that are leaving comments saying you want a Silvia S15 or, you know, an Eclipse or an MR2, I can only put so many cars in the vote, you know, so that it's gonna, you know, people have a fair chance in getting a car. If I put 35 cars in there, I mean, each car is gonna have 3 or 4% of the vote, and it's gonna be tough. So, you know, those are the 6 popular cars. I do apologize if the car that you asked to vote on didn't get put in the pick. I just had to pick over the last couple weeks what the real popular cars were. So I'm going to leave the link in the description below for the new vote. It is going to be up until this coming Sunday at 6 o'clock. That's April 29th at 6 o'clock. We're going to be ending the vote. Again, when you watch this, leave a comment. Are you okay with right-hand drive? It's probably going to be, there's a good chance that depending on what car you guys vote on, it's going to be right-hand drive. And leave a comment on whether or not you guys want a standard or an automatic. Again, I'm assuming standard. So if I get a whole bunch of people saying standard, there's not going to be a vote on standard or automatic. If I get a lot of people saying automatic and I feel like it's going to be close, I'm going to have to put up a vote on whether or not you guys want a standard or an automatic to make it fair. Again, this isn't about what I want. It's about what you guys want as the viewers. So if it's really close, standard and automatic, I'm gonna put up a vote. So really exciting, guys. You know, I'm starting to look in these cars. I have contacted a few people on a few of these cars because I have felt that this is the direction the build was gonna go. So I have made contact with a few people on a couple of the different cars. Again, they're not in Ontario, so you know, we might be doing a road trip, might fly out to BC to buy this thing and then drive it back from BC. But real exciting, guys. Again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I don't want somebody to miss out on the opportunity, and I say that in the last week and a half, I've had almost 1,000 people follow us on Facebook, which is amazing, guys. Like the comments are there. You guys are liking it. You guys really like the idea. People are commenting that they like the fact that, you know, they've always wanted to build a dream car and have never really been able to afford it, or have never had the means to do it. So this is their time to build a car how they see fit. It's awesome. However, a Facebook follower is not going to win the car. An Instagram follower is not going to win the car. It is going to be a YouTube subscriber that wins the car. So if you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. Hit the link down below, subscribe, hit the notification button. All the videos are going to be on YouTube. And the one comment that I have had people throw at me about subscribing to YouTube is that you need a Google account or a Gmail account to subscribe, to set up an account to subscribe to channels on YouTube. And a lot of people don't have a Google account. Guys, it's free. It takes 3 minutes to set up an email account through Google, subscribe to the channel. Even if you never use that YouTube account, that's going to be the account that we use. You know, when you win the car, if you win the car, that's going to be the account. I'd hate for someone to follow us on Facebook, be part of all the votes, be part of the conversations, be part of what's going on, and then the time comes for the giveaway, and they're not subscribed to the channel and they're not entered into the giveaway. I want everybody to be eligible. I want everybody for a chance to win this car. It's going to be your guys' car. You guys are going to be the ones voting on it. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Set up a YouTube or a Google account if you don't already have one. Subscribe to the channel. I'm also going to be, I've got Wes working on a Reddit page for a community, a conversation. So you guys can go on there and talk about what you do like or what you don't like about the build, or how you would change it. I pull from comments, from conversations that I've seen, not just on my channel, but on other people's channel. I watch a lot of car videos, like a lot of you guys. I pull a lot of conversation on what their car is, what they do like, what they don't like, how much power is too much power, or if there's a such thing as too much power. So we're gonna start a Reddit page that you guys can go to and have a conversation with each other, and that we can pull information off of what you're looking for as far as interior wise or body wise, that kind of thing. Half of you guys are purists. I've had people comment about not doing a body kit on an NSX or a Supra because you want it original, and you want, you know, original spec engines, and you want it to be as original as possible because you're purists. And then the flip side of that, I got guys that are like, let's rip this motor out, you know what I mean, put in billet crank, forged internals, you know what I mean, a great big turbo, and get this thing 700-800 horsepower. I've got both sides of it, guys. So I do pull from your comments. I do listen to what you guys are saying. So we will be starting a Reddit page. I hope you guys check that out when it's up and going. I'll let you know when it's up and going. And so again, description's going to be down below. Make sure that you go over and vote. It seems to be a trend that a lot of guys are waiting till Sunday to get their vote in. They're kind of waiting to see where the votes are, and then swing a vote one way when there's no time left, which is a pretty good idea if there's a certain car that you guys are wanting. Car clubs, if you're in a certain car club, you're in a Subaru car club, get your guys voting. Another thing is, and this was brought to my attention, and I'm looking into it. I apologize. Not that it's cheating in any way, guys, but it has been brought to my attention that when I put out a link on Facebook, and I put out a link on Instagram, and I put a link on YouTube, you can vote 3 times. Each one of those links lets somebody vote. So I didn't know this, because when I vote, and I have thrown a vote in, it's only one vote, but I put my vote in, When I do it on my phone, if I go to do it again, it says, sorry, you've already voted, and that's it. I can't vote again. I did not know, it was brought to my attention that each one of the links lets you vote. Now I'm going to look into that and see if I can't change that so that you can only vote one time. But for now, you know, if you're passionate about it, you want to see a certain car made, definitely vote, and then hit up Facebook, vote there, hit up Instagram, vote there, and hit up YouTube, vote there. Wherever the link is, it's going to let you vote. So again, guys, you're on this. If you're seeing this on Facebook, go over to the page. This is the channel. We are building a dream car on the votes of the subscribers. So you guys are going to get to vote on what you want done, how you want the interior, what you want the body to look like, the color of the car, the motor modifications. And at the end, when the car is done, we will be giving it away to one of you lucky YouTube subscribers. So subscribe to the channel, get your friends to subscribe, let everybody know. Hoping to have a lot of fun. That's this is a little bit of a longer video, guys. That's it for the video today. I do apologize again for not having more videos up. We are going to get them up a lot more frequently. But go vote. Let's see what we end up with.